Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're gonna talk about how the New York Knicks ended up beating the Miami Heat 132 to 125. The Heat go to 15 and 14 and 5 and 10 on the road. Knicks are 20 and 8 and 14 and 2 at home. They played at home in this one. Miami did win that first quarter though, 37 to 30, but they lost the second quarter 36 to 25. In the third quarter 39 to 37. In the fourth quarter 27 to 26 to lose this game. Let's talk about the Heat a little bit more. Andrew Wiggins, 24 minutes for him. He only had 7 points and went 2 of 8 from the field and 2 of 3 from the 3-point line, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He did have 5 rebounds. Everybody in the starting lineup ended up getting a rebound or more. He was the only guy to not get double figures in points, but he did have 4 assists, a turnover, a block, and an offensive rebound, and no personal fouls, but he was a -5 and plus minus. He just has to do more. I mean, they thought Wiggins would be a good fit. They thought he'd be a good defender and a good scorer for him. Some games he is, some games he just not. And it just sucks because they haven't had Tyler Hero for an extended amount of time, and they need somebody to step up and be consistent. And Andrew Wiggins hasn't really done that, and Bam hasn't really either. He played 34 minutes, had 14 points. He went 4 of 11 from the field, from making shots at the paint to making mid ranges. He missed every three, went 0 of 3 from the 3-point line, but he also did get to the free throw line, which was good because he did go 6 of 7 from the free throw line. He had 9 rebounds and 3 turnovers, but no assists. And he didn't even get a block, but he did get 3 offensive rebounds and ended the game with 3 personal fouls and was a -5 and plus minus. Bam just got to get it going, man. He just got to go out there and try to dominate the game as much as he can because he is a tough guy to cover, especially when he goes to the paint and hit floaters and initiate the contact, but also he has to look for his shot more. Somebody has to step up and do more offensively for this team in the starting lineup because Khalil Ware, he did his part. He probably played better than people would have thought that he would, but he's been good this year, especially when he started. 35 minutes, 28 points, 11 of 15 from the field, 5 of 7 from 3. He did go 1 of 2 from the free throw line, but he had a double-double because he had 19 rebounds, which was spectacular. He also had 1 turnover and a steal, 6 offensive rebounds out of the 19, and 2 personal fouls and a -6 and plus minus. He's not shy. He's going to let the threes fly. He's going to find a way to roll hard to the rim and try to get alley-oops and finishes there. He's doing a lot for this team, and they have needed it. It just, the other guys have been disappearing. And Norman Powell has been good this year too. 35 minutes, 22 points, 7 of 17 from the field, 4 of 8 from 3, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. He did have 4 rebounds and 3 assists, a turnover, and 3 steals. He's been bringing a little bit defensively while giving them 3-point shooting and ball handling and shot creation for him and his teammates. And that's what you ask for him, and he's been doing it this year, but it just hasn't been enough sometimes. He did have 2 personal fouls and a +3 and plus minus and 1 offensive rebound. And the problem is the Heat are now just 1 game above 500, and they're 1 loss away from being 500, which is terrible. And like I said, they are 5 and 10 on the road, so that also hasn't helped. But Davion Mitchell is doing what he can. He did get in double figures. He played 31 minutes. He had 13 points. He did go 5 of 8 from the field. All his shots was high percentage, so you have to like that, including the threes, where he was able to knock down 3 or 4 of them. He also had 2 rebounds and continues to push the ball and find his teammates when they have good looks, and it's just about them putting him in the basket after that. But he did finish with 8 assists, so it helped them score even when he tried to score. He also had 3 turnovers though and 3 personal fouls, but he did finish also as a -7 and plus minus. Fontecchio, 17 minutes for him, but he only had 7 points, mainly because he went 4 of 7 from the free throw line, and then he made a 3, but he went 1 of 4 from 3 and 1 of 6 from the field. He still did get 4 rebounds, which was the most off the bench, and he also had 3 assists. That was tied for the it was second, tied for second off the bench. He also had 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and was a -4 and plus minus. Jaime Jaquez ended up getting 23 points in 34 minutes. He was 9 of 15 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3 point line, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. He did have 5 assists. That was the most off the bench. And like I said, he did score the most points and he did play the most minutes. He also was a minus 2 and plus minus, but he gave them exactly what they needed. And he also was able to do it efficiently. And it wasn't much that he didn't really do. Jaime Hawkins has been real good for them in the last couple games, but it hasn't really changed the outcome of the games. Drew Smith was driving and made a three, 18 minutes for him, 9 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from three, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. So that ended up being a good game from him off the bench. And he also had 3 assists with no turnovers and a steal and no personal fouls and finished as a minus 3 and plus minus. Yaka Chonis, he played 12 minutes and had 2 points and was 0 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from three, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He scored, but he didn't do it as well as you would like. In a close game, you needed him to score probably 2 of those threes, even though he did miss all of them. That was the problem there. He did have 2 boards too, but he also had 2 personal fouls in 12 minutes. That is a lot, and he did finish as a minus 6 and plus minus. 41 to 87, 47% from the field, 17 to 35, 49% from three, 26 to 35, 74% from the free throw line, 45 rebounds, 26 assists, 11 turnovers, 5 steals, 1 block, 12 offensive rebounds, and 14 personal fouls. And then the New York Knicks, they ended up having some trouble early in this game, but they started to figure it out. They started to pick it up, especially offensively, and they picked it up in the right quarters, especially the third and the fourth, where they had really good performances, including the second, where they was able to turn some things around too by the end of it. But OG Anunoby got it going later in the game, but he still finished in 34 minutes with 18 points. He was 6 of 12 from the field, went 2 of 6 from three and 4 of 5 from the free throw line. You have to love that. He also had 2 rebounds, 3 assists, but he did have the 4 turnovers. But he still made things happen with 1 steal and 2 blocks. He did finish though with 4 personal fouls, and he was a plus 3 and plus minus by the end of the game. The only guy to not get in double figures was Karl Anthony Towns. He had played 29 minutes and only had 2 points. He went 1 of 5 from the field and 0 of 2 from the free throw line. He didn't really have too many shots that he wanted to take or he really liked. And the ones that he did, he missed them anyway, including the free throws. He had 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 personal fouls. 2 steals and 4 personal fouls, and was an offense. Had 1 offensive rebound, was a minus 1 and plus minus. This is the worst game of his career that I can remember, because 2 points and they still won is crazy. But it just show you how much better this team is compared to last year. Josh Hart, 33 minutes, 13 points, 5 of 10 from the field, 3 of 5 from three. He picked his shots real well, and this one did an excellent job on the boards, getting 10. He finished with a double-double and had 5 assists with no turnovers, too. He also was able to get 2 steals to happen. He also had 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and finished as a plus 4 and plus minus. As long as he's getting double figures and he's taking high percentage looks, you're happy with that, especially if he doesn't like the shot, he'll drive or just pass it quickly to one of his teammates for a good look, and he did that in this game. Mikal Bridges was the guy that kept him in the game and still was making shots after they had the lead. He played the most minutes with 40. He ended up having 24 points with 9 of 14 from the field, a lot of jump shots from two and from three, where he went 6 of 7 from the 3 point line. No free throws was needed because he was mainly scoring on the perimeter. He also had 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, and a personal foul, and finished as a minus 2 and plus minus. And Jalen Brunson had the most points. He almost went for 50. That's the biggest reason why they won this game besides Mikal. He went 15 to 26 from the field for 47 points in 38 minutes. He also went 6 of 13 from three and 11 of 11 from the free throw line. They couldn't stay in front of him. They couldn't guard him. They had trouble doing it, and it ended up working to his benefit because he also had 8 assists with no turnovers. A master of handling the ball in this one and picking what shots he wanted to take and what the defense was going to give him. Didn't even work for them at all. They was picking their poison all day with Jalen Brunson, and he ended up killing them today with the venom and the poison. He ended up doing both of them because he was doing it so efficiently and doing it so dominantly throughout the entire game. 3 boards, 5 personal fouls though, and he was a plus 10 and plus minus. Muhammad Ended up playing 4 minutes and had 3 points because he made a three. That was the only shot that he made, but he finished 1 of 3 from the field and 1 of 2 from three. He didn't do anything else but get a personal foul. Was a +1 and plus minus. Mitchell Robinson was flying in that air and dunking, and when he wasn't doing that, he was shooting free throws. He went 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 3 of 4 from the field, and 9 points is what he had. And he also did that in 22 minutes, tied for the most off the bench. He also led the team in rebounding off the bench with 7. He also had 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block, showing you how much of a great player he really is for this team, knowing what he brings to the table, mastering that role when he comes off the bench or whenever he plays, even if it's in the starting lineup, and just being as consistent as he can with it. And he has done that all season when he's healthy. 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls for him, and a +6 and plus minus. Jordan Clarkson had the most points off the bench with 10. He also played 18 minutes and had shot 4 of 5 from the field and 2 of 3 from the 3 point line. He comes off the bench to get buckets. He did that successfully today. Inefficiently, he had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, and a -2 on plus minus. Tyler Kolek, 22 minutes, 6 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 0 of 2 from the 3 point line. He made some layups. And he also had 4 boards and 3 assists, just keeping his head up, trying to make the right play, whether that's scoring or passing. And he did that successfully today. 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, and a +16 and plus minus. The team ended up shooting 47 of 85, 55% from the field. They also shot 20 of 38, 53% from three. They also went 18 of 21, 86% from the free throw line. And they also had 36 rebounds, 28 assists, 12 turnovers, 7 steals, 3 blocks. And they only had 4 offensive rebounds, while the Heat had 12. And they did have 25 personal fouls, while the Heat only committed 14. The Heat ended up shooting 35 free throws, but they didn't make it at a good enough percentage, and they missed more shots than the Knicks did. The Knicks was able to execute really, really well in this game, and in the fourth quarter, they slowed a lot of stuff down and tried to get the best shot available, and it ended up working enough against the Miami Heat defense. They was killing them when it came to driving to the basket and getting dunks in the paint, then transition to, and the fact that when they was able to get that to happen, it was also making their threes, whether it was in isolation or just by moving the ball. The Knicks were just clicking. They was firing on all cylinders, and they really played a complete game, especially on offense. And the Heat just couldn't keep up with them. And they stayed with the lead for a while, and then they just cratered and collapsed, even defensively. And the Knicks smiled because everything started working from there, and they was able to close out the game with the win. Comment, like, subscribe, share it, the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. I also do conversation videos just like this, but about various NBA only topics and basketball ones too. I also do breakdowns of real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. And I also do mock draft and draft covers too. Plus, I try to tell y'all all the time, I got over 4,000 plus videos already on my channel that you can watch right now and enjoy, and it's all for free. And on top of that, I try to make videos every single day throughout the day to give y'all something to look forward to and something to watch when it comes to basketball NBA content. Other than that, thanks for checking out the channel. Thanks for showing love. Thanks for showing support. Thanks for being appreciated content for what it is. Thank y'all for staying loyal in the past. Hope y'all do it in the future, and hope y'all continue to subscribe in the present. Other than that, y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today with more analysis.